VRware. Our passion is for the future.
One more to go.
Here's how to get the Spark Mini Companion app for your Quest headset. First, go into your Echo Arena settings and turn API access on, then restart Echo Arena. Also, your phone and Quest do need to be on the same internet connection. For Android, go to the Play Store, search Spark Mini. For iOS, click the first link in the description, click View in App Store, and download Test Flight. Now go back to the page and click Start Testing. It's going to open in Test Flight. Install Spark Mini and open it. OK, next, start testing. Now you want to click this Find Quest IP button, but if it doesn't work, it's not a problem. We just have to manually find the Quest IP. Go into your Quest settings, then Wi-Fi settings, click on the Wi-Fi network you're currently connected to, scroll down, you'll see Advanced Settings, open that up. Scroll down more and you will see IP address. It should start with 192.168. Note this IP, go back into Spark Mini, click Settings in the bottom right, and input the IP address from your Quest. So I'm currently in a private arena in Echo. If you don't see anything here, you need to join a lobby or match. To join Spark Links, go into the Share Match tab, paste your Spark link, and click Join. Once again, you do need to be in a lobby or match to do this. Here's how to get the Spark Mini Companion app for your Quest headset. First, go into your Echo Arena settings and turn API access on, then restart Echo Arena. Also, your phone and Quest do need to be on the same internet connection. For Android, go to the Play Store, search Spark Mini. For iOS, click the first link in the description, click View in App Store, and download Test Flight. Now go back to the page and click Start Testing. It's going to open in Test Flight. Install Spark Mini and open it. OK, next, start testing. Now you want to click this Find Quest IP button, but if it doesn't work, it's not a problem. We just have to manually find the Quest IP. Go into your Quest settings, then Wi-Fi settings, click on the Wi-Fi network you're currently connected to, scroll down, you'll see Advanced Settings, open that up. Scroll down more and you will see IP address. It should start with 192.168. Note this IP, go back into Spark Mini, click Settings in the bottom right, and input the IP address from your Quest. So I'm currently in a private arena in Echo. If you don't see anything here, you need to join a lobby or match. To join Spark Links, go into the Share Match tab, paste your Spark link, and click Join. Once again, you do need to be in a lobby or match to do this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that every single one of you guys are having a wonderful day. We're here for EU venues today. We got an interesting game on our hands. It's going to be Blast versus Spitfire. So Blast on blue, Spitfire for orange. Some strong teams. I mean, Blast known a lot, and Spitfire, pretty new team for me at least, but with some definitely very strong and players that have been playing for a long time, and they have a lot of potential. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this game goes. But before we jump into the game, my name is Lucky11. I'm joined by Sir Dimwee, and of course on the cameras, it's the man, it's the myth, it's the legend. I haven't forgotten his name. It's Newton! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's been too long, man. It's been too long. I apologize. It's Newton down on the
I can feel how offended Newton is from here.
Yeah, dude, it's been too long.
Unbelievable, Locky. You know, we never forgot your name, man.
I know.
I'm just playing.
Don't say it like that, man.
I'm just playing. No, I do that all the time. It is. It's too easy. There's a lot of names to remember in the community. It can be easy to slip up every once in a while and just draw that blank. I do it all the time. Don't worry about it.
I'm still disappointed in myself. I'm still disappointed.
Well, that's right, because it sounds like we're gonna start here, Locky.
It does.
In round one.
It does indeed. All right. Yes. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who gets to the action first. Blast versus Spitfire. It looks like Blast coming away with it. Dark's going to be able to take it, sending it over to that right-hand side. It's going to head down up as he picks it back down, sends it over to Boop, and back now over to Beaver. Beaver going to send it up high to Dark. Dark maybe going to look for JBL, who's open, but no. Game Tech from round back takes it back down, clears it out, but immediate grab from Boop. Game Tech's going to be able to pick it up and look for the clear, but not going to make it. Misty with a good recovery. However, that stack is on it, though, with an immediate pickup. The split off, will he be able to recollect it? No, not yet. Starkey's the one with the hand on it.
And some quick pace in this game already. Misty, though, setting that one up will be low. And then the rebound there. Uh-oh, off ahead. Almost goes in, incidentally. But will be collected by Misty on the far side. Another opportunity, looking for the underhand. Stunned out before they're able to get that one sent off. And then not able to play that one on the back line. This does get through here for Blast. They're going to chase this one down. Look how fast those stacks are. The shot! Looking to send it off of that cone, but Starkey gets there first. In the backline, uh-oh, Misty, another opportunity. This time uncontested.
Oh, no.
The shot will go wide. And Misty once again handling it on the far side.
Yeah, that's one that you just can't afford to miss, and immediately it's going to be punished. JBL now taking the disc, sending it down low to Boop. Yeah, having an open goal there against a team like Blast is such a huge win early doors, and to miss it is a chance missed, that's for sure. Nevertheless, Boop now going to push through. Dark, they're doing a really beautiful passing play here. That pass going a bit far forward, but JBL works with it beautifully. Through ball, one might say, is now Boop gets it on the left-hand side, sends it down low, picked up by Beaver. Beaver's going to have to send it back, receives it. Boop now finds the right-hand shoulder. The cut is looked for, but not found today. Andrew with a great jump.
Yeah, it was a dangerous pass, putting it right in front of the goalie. Goalie competently is able to read that one, though. Another opportunity here for Blast. Boop setting up at a cross, not able to connect on it, though. It was a little bit behind the player. As this one makes its way back towards mid. Ultimately, that stack here from Blast able to pick it up here. It's Blast. Uh-oh, disruption here by Game Tech. Does get it picked up. We'll heave that one in. Unfortunately, the bounce is there. We'll put it back in the hands of Blast, but only for a moment as Andy sends him across. Into the hands of Misty. Misty resetting. Good reset there. As you see, again, the quickness of this game. What a grab there, Andu. What a play to read that, but then a good boost there out of the bubble. Boop gets it picked off. Sent out, though, off of the nest there. Will be collected once again. Beaver sends it in for the three. That is our first goal of the game here. Locky, what is that? 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes, and we've got a goal finally. I feel like that was a bit of back and forth, maybe a bit of warming up there. Both teams having a bit of a missed shot, a bit of missed attempts, but Blast eventually coming out on top. With 3 minutes left on the clock now, they're going to have to strike back, but not today. The three-point shot is on. Boop puts it back in again, and now it's a 6-point lead. You cannot be predictable on your QBs, or Blast will read you like that.
And Spitfire got to watch out, because this is the sort of thing that can start folding over on itself, and suddenly you find yourself down by 3, 4, 5 goals. You're only halfway through the round, which gives you enough time to come back, but also puts that pressure on. Since there is enough time, you are now expected to at least try obviously, you know, everybody does try. You're expected to try all the time, but you know, it does add a lot of pressure to you. So you want to make sure that Blast does not start running away with this. As Boop sends it back across JBLB to slow down this attack, as this has been an incredibly fast-paced game until literally right now, Locky.
Yeah, this is really slow, and it's so patient, but the one break, and there it is! They can play slow all day until Beaver gets away from his man for just a second, and that's all Beaver needs. Bang! The shot's through. That is so well played, to be that patient, to know when to be slow, and then to know when to be fast, and not to fumble the disc in a time like that. Beaver has smashed that onto the shield, and there it is. It's a goal, 8-point lead. Better QB this time, not today, as it's another missed pass going high into the block this time. Oh. Ding, ding, ding. It won't be 3, but that's 3 from Boop 90.
And also, just another point on the goal prior to this, where Beaver got free there, you know, that's the danger of engaging with, you know, the person you're covering. If you're on defense and you're taking a person man on man, you're covering them one-on-one. If you engage with them, you start stunning, you get into a stun battle with them. If you lose that stun battle, you just gave them a free 1v1 against your goalie. You kind of, you know, so there is a big danger there to engaging early on, as it looks like Blast gonna get another turnover here. It's Dark. Since it went out, Starkey stunned out, loose disc, recovered by Dark, and then that went off of a head, as Game Tech will get that one scooped through.
Sent through and picked up. No, not today. Blast player won't be able to recollect it, and instead it's Misty who's going to send it on the left-hand side. Going to hit the top of S though, and that bounces all the way back into the hands of Beaver, who sends a shot. It's a little low, and it's in fact going to go off the Geo there. Headbutt could have potentially gone in though, but not today. Now it's a bit all the way through, way downfield, and now down into the bubble of Blast. It's a dangerous position to be in, and the fact that the stacks aren't there fast enough could go punished. However, Game Tech does retrieve, does send the reset. Misty not got a hand on it just yet, does eventually. Dark with some pressure. Game Tech, however, manages to handle it, finds the left-hand side, not going to find it though. Now it actually heads into the hands of JBL, who sends a shot, and down it goes.
That will be collected. No, sorry, not. Blast ever shooting it will be collected instead by Starkey there for Spitfire. Through that far side tube, the defensive stack. Look how fast. It's not just top speed, it's also the quickness. How quick the Blast players get together and start boosting versus, though they give that one away there to that back stack. Starkey turning it around. Opportunity here as Misty sends that one up. Andu to the edge of the bubble, though. The pass is going to be off the mark. Boop comes out of the goal to send that one out, but back in the hands of Misty here on the back line. Misty up here to Starkey. There's Starkey stunned out. The Blast defense, the bubble defense in particular, has been exceptionally competent against the Spitfire offense. Though good stack there from Spitfire. Misty picks it up, sends it one out back towards mid. Good forward out by Game Tech.
Stack, however, from Blast retrieves. Stack following suit, though, from Spitfire. However, Blast comes out on top. Not today, though, as a steal. Yes, they do. Steal yet again. Heads towards the goal. Missed shot, and it is havoc inside the bubble of Spitfire. Dark tries to receive, but Misty takes it straight back. And now that was crazy. I mean, change in possession, until eventually now we've gone from one end to the other, and Spitfire's the one looking for the goal as Game Tech sends on to the left-hand side. Andu now going to take it a bit slower. Look for that left-hand pass. Oh, he juked out the goalie, but he's missed a shot. And JBL retrieves it, sends the pass on the right-hand side. Boop's going to look for the clear through. But the players from Spitfire a little bit faster, and they get the clear indeed.
You know, right after I mentioned that the Blast stacks were so fast and quick, Spitfire has been picking up their pace. As an opportunity here, the Dark sends it off of the post. We haven't scoreless for a few minutes now. So Spitfire has done well, they've made some adjustment that has slowed down Blast scoring. As Blast has been held to 11 here for a minute. It takes them a moment to get that one collected. They send out here. Game Tech, they have the stack for Blast well out of the play, that they get back just in time. As JBLB is able to get that one collected off of that intended setup. And it will be on the far side trap there. Boop gets it picked off. Up to Dark. No lane at the goal. What a setup. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Beaver almost pulling a dirty one there. Misty, though, turns it around.
And that clears all the way through. Spitfire just need a stack on it, but instead it's Beaver, who then finds the pass to JBL. And the stacks from Spitfire being a little held up. However, they managed to stun out the person on their back, and now they get back into the game, get back fighting, but they've been slowed down for just a second, and that could go punished. Beaver leeches off the stack. Can he find an angle? No, there's 4 players now already back from Spitfire, and now they need to set up an attack, but Dark doesn't need any help right now. Juki around holding the disc for a good long time. Boop's going to hold it on the back line, though. They have 11 points. It's unrealistic that a dub can come out here. They just want to get some more points, and there it is. Viva, once again, on the shield, open, and he finds the pass. It's a very weird position as a defender. It's a very difficult choice to make. Do you get close enough that the player is completely out and then you risk getting stunned yourself and leaving him open for a long time? Or do you keep just far enough back that he's got pressure on him but isn't fully covered? It's really difficult, but I mean, clearly Blast have been running it down, and then once again they've also been just smashing it in terms of these counter QBs every single time. It's just retrieve and bang. They're even looking towards a potential mercy here.
Yeah, 16-point lead here to Blast in the first round here. Of course, this is best of 3. Also, shout out to Ultimax in the chat. You're over there on VRML League on Twitch. Also, hello to everybody in Horizon Worlds. Watch this. Was Misty. Beautiful long shot. They finally break the ice here. That right there, Lockie, is momentum they can potentially carry over into that second round to possibly start with an early lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to the fact that it's at the start of at the end of the round, but if Blast can get some points on, then it could hurt a lot, because you've just got those points and you haven't yet had to face the QB of Blast, and oh, is it so good, because it's already pushing into the bubble, and it could be getting for a goal, nearly, but a missed catch, because he's got his hands full with another player, but Beaver now looking to push forward. I don't even know if he's going to try for the goal. No, he's just going to go for the reset, and the 3-point shot, not going to make it. Well played to Blast for the first round. Spitfire get the final blood, though, with the 3 points. And now Blast showing off how good that QB is. I mean, that was a really powerful QB. Within seconds, they were just already in the bubble of Spitfire. And I'm not sure what Spitfire can do to fight back against that. But maybe it was just getting tired, getting a bit... I mean, you're fed up with the round. It's over, so I guess maybe not trying. But... if Blast play another QB like that, then Spitfire are in for it. Because even if they score, they could just get smacked straight back with a QB like that.
Also, just a note on question in chat about the schedule today. There are 3 games this evening. If you're over in the UK, it's afternoon. Of course, here in North America. However, there is quite a gap between this first game and the second game. The second game is going to be at the top of the hour. This one's also started at the top of the hour. It looks like if this ends up going just 2 rounds, there's going to be quite a gap there. So we'll probably talk a little bit, hang out, chat about what's going on, maybe play some videos before we get to the next one. So just a heads up on that there. Then we'll have 2 right back-to-back with no gap in between, like we did for this first. Unfortunately, games we're beholden to the flex schedule that we run with in VRML, and sometimes that means teams just don't schedule at a certain time slot, and that just happens to be the case today. So yeah, just a heads up on that as we get started back here. Lockie, Blast doing exceptionally well here, though I'm wondering if Spitfire is going to be able to make some adjustments here in the second round to maybe make it a little bit more difficult for Blast.
Well, Blast coming away with the disc already, and they've left the net open. What in the hell was that? I mean, Dark has an open lane towards the goal. The Stack, who's covering on shield, decide to jump out. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there, unaware of the players on their own team, unaware that the goal has been left open. But they've left it open themselves and open the door for Blast to enter this game with 3 points. That is not good, especially after the end that Blast had. And now the pass on the left-hand side is not going to make it. It's going to send up high. Dark gets stunned, and Game Tech managed to retrieve. High pass, but it's a free-for-all down in the top corner. As now Misty looks to get a hand on it, but Beaver's the one to do it. Beaver sends it into the left-hand tunnel. It bounces a bit to the side, however, as now Misty picks it up. Sends over for the left-hand side. Bounces off. Game Tech. He's retrieving. Maybe looking for the shield pass. It's available off the head, and that's going to go punished. But Starkey retrieves, sends it back 2-3. And for their second goal of the game, it's good that it's in round 2.2. It's only a 1-point deficit.
Yeah, they got that one on early. It took them, what, 6 minutes in the first round, just about to get that first goal, or 7 minutes, something like that. But here in the second round, they get that one in much earlier. And one thing I've noticed about Spitfire, especially after looking over the stats just now, the meta stats, the team stats, is that the Spitfire team is very talented. You see their stacks are quick, are on. They don't clump up ever. Their bubble defense has been very competent. They have several saves on the board. But there's another one right there. Andy with a big kickoff.
Yeah.
Literally the only spot they're having trouble with is once they get around the blast bubble, and that's partially, largely to do with blast defense, but also Spitfire just those passes have been a little bit off, and I think just a little bit more time around doing that, working that bubble. As Andy says that with Ed. Sorry, Habits for the 3, taking the lead here are Spitfire.
That's a good goal. That's a very, very good goal. Not a huge amount of time off that steal, and they've managed to capitalize so beautifully there. Andu puts on points, and now they're at the lead for the first time in this game. 2 points is not much, though, and they need to put in a bit more than that. Otherwise, Blast is going to be hunting down on them. JBL looks for this top right pass. It's a missed one, though. Who stacks there first? JBL leeches off, and it's a good leech. He moves back, and he sends it back. Good decision there. Slow things down. Beaver now receives on the backhand line. He's going to send it even further back over to centralize the disc a little bit. Maybe look to push up. All the players from Spitfire are a bit preoccupied. Boop might be able just to walk this. And now Beaver's open on the shield once again. Down low. Will he find it? Yes. But Beaver has to jump off for it, and that slows things down even more so. They are at a disadvantage in terms of points. The stun from JBL, and that's what we were talking about just a minute ago. If you hunt down those players a bit too closely, they can start hunting you. And once they do, your team is done. Your defense is fractured, and there's the goal.
You notice that's a second time in this game that Blast has given us a really obvious example of that. It's something they're apparently proficient with. They keep scoring from doing exactly that. We have just an even kind of your backliners out, their goalies in the goal. So that gives their defensemen and your offensemen kind of everybody gets a 1v1, and it seems to be the setup from Blast here against his team. And then they just wait. They wait until one of their guys wins that 1v1 stun battle. What a shot there goes just wide. And then the moment they win that stun battle, they cut in, take the pass, get the 1v1 against the goalie. It works exceptionally well. Oh! Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Blast have retaken the lead.
Yeah, that was an odd play. I'm not sure really what happened there. A bit of a free for all, but somehow Blast getting their hand on the disc just in time to put in those extra points, and now they're at a lead back again. This pass is dangerous. Game Tech, he worked with that stress, but Andu won't be able to do as well, as now Beaver takes a hold of the disc. He finds his high left pass. Dark doesn't actually receive it on the first. Now the goal is marked. Dark, however, is going to be able to push this all the way through. Beaver looking to send it in, and he does so effortlessly. Beaver putting in yet another 2 now for Blast, and that is a 4-point lead. They have extended it once again, and again, the counter QB from the side of Blast, it's so strong and it's so powerful. I mean, they were so close. I mean, Game Tech did really well to deal with the pressure, but once again, he's under a severe amount of pressure. And talking about counter QB, I'm not sure if that's counter QB, but nevertheless, it could end up in a goal.
It looked like they hit the tube. You can see that on the screen very clearly how that broke down. Good angle there. Newton, as a shot there goes quite wide. JBLB 1-8-2-0, able to get that one collected here halfway through the second round. 4-point lead to Blast. The Spitfire has had some life in them this round, although the shot there from Dark off of the shack block will be recollected by Dark. Shot there goes wide of the goal and out of the bubble back towards that far side too, where will be collected by Boop, who will send that one back to their back line. That's JBLB once again here for Blast, setting up on this offensive attack. Boop has 2 players behind. That's an opportunity here. Oh, look at that. That's probably the first time I've seen Spitfire get folded up like that in this game. That was beautiful.
That's really good, and now it's 5-11 though, so not so good in terms of the points, and they've lost a player, it seems. The pause.
No, they hopped over. Starkey hopped over to talk to Blast.
Oh, yes. Okay, right. So a little pause, maybe a quick discussion being had, talking about something, but they're going to take the time, it seems, for now at least, but maybe some issues, I don't know. Nevertheless, pause does come, and now they can take a bit of time. I mean, 5-11. That's a harsh scoreline with 4 minutes cut on the clock as well, especially coming off a round 1 loss. How do you fight back from that, Dimway?
It's kind of well, the timeout for one is a good way to start. Kind of when you're starting to when you're concerned about losing the mental game, maybe you're not yet, or maybe one of your guys is, and you don't really want to call them out for it. You just want to take that time. This is a good time for it. This is taking the moments and clearing your head. It was something I did back on Nova back in preseason, season one. Venom with sense that me or one of the other teammates was getting a little frustrated. So I said, we're going to take a time out. He said, he told me, I literally took my headset off the one day and walked outside to get some fresh air during our timeout, just to cool down and get, kind of escape for a moment. So when I came back, I was more clear-headed. And so this is the way to do it. And then once you do that, then look at, so how did you get those points? How did you get 5 points on the board? What went right? What did Blast do wrong? Or what did Blast do? How did you exploit that? What did you exploit? Discuss how you've gotten the points you have gotten in this game. And try to execute on that some more, because again, I go back to the fact Spitfire's defense is phenomenal. Their stacks are quick and fast and on the mark. Their passing game up through mid is great. It's once they get to the Blast bubble, a combination of Blast defense and some missed passes from the bubble offense. Spitfire's not been able to actually capitalize on the offensive attacks they get. So that's what they really got to work on. Just kind of get in the right headspace, use this time out to breathe and calm the nerves a bit, and again, discuss how you got your points and try to repeat that process.
Yeah, but arguably, Blast could be doing the same thing right now, and Blast have been so dominant, especially you're talking about those stacks and the defense that Spitfire's running, but Blast are known for their stacks. They're known for how fast they can be, and they've showed it. They've showed how good they are in terms of stacking, and stacking in a different way than a lot of teams do, and it's quite hard to work against, and especially their attack seems so strong. They're very patient, we've seen it, and they can know how to play fast, so it's very difficult to play against, but without further ado, we're going to be cut off and sent back into the rounds, and there is the counter QB once again. Bang! That's how you start a round. Blast puts on 3.
Wow. Yeah, that's a 9-point lead now to Blast. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting that to happen so fast. This Spitfire team has shown some real life. They have some real potential of starting this comeback, and oh my goodness, that's another turnover here. Beaver's gonna get that one picked off. Has Starkey right nearby. Beaver setting up, looking for Boop. Actually passed a little bit off. Andrew's gonna send that one out of the bubble and scooped away there. I believe that was Game Tech on the far side as Misty gets that one cleared out here into the last zone. So Spitfire again looking for some points here. They really need to get another goal right now, literally right now, because they need that a higher scoring pace. 9 points is a minimum of 3 goals, but those 3 goals would have to all be threes. So you're talking 4 to 5 goals to regain the lead here if you're not sinking those long threes over and over again. This is some phenomenal disc movement from Blast right now.
Blast are doing everything right. And they're also collecting like Spitfire stacks together, and they're getting punished a lot. There's the tee off, bang! 1-2, and there it is, the goal. It is honestly just perfect when it comes to how they played that. They played patiently right up until the moment when they started getting complacent. Spitfire started getting a bit too much relaxed, and Blast just hammered down with. They don't even need their full squad. They don't even need everyone to get a hand on the disc. They just bang, and before you know it, you've lost the disc, you've lost the goal. And Dark shows it again, and before anything you know, there's another 3. I mean, it seems like such a calm situation, like a situation that hasn't got that heated yet. There's a bit of a fumble of the disc. Everyone's sort of mauling for the disc, and out of nowhere, a shot and a goal.
Yeah, that's now a 14-point lead to Blast here with 2 minutes to go. They're running the score up. As Starkey, quick pass here to the far side. Andu, nice little relay here. They get all the way. Oh my goodness. Game Tech, 36 meters out off of the backboard. Spitfire's within 11. Is there enough time? I'm not sure.
Even if there is, we saw what Blast can do on the joust, on the QB, and if they do anything like what they've shown they can, it's gonna be hard to even regain the disc, let alone not I mean to regain the disc, let alone to score. And yeah, shown again. Dark sends it in for 3. This is what Blast is so good at. They're so good at just bouncing back. You get a 1-second break, you get a whiff of fresh air, and you're slapped back right into the blender. And Dark sends on another 3, and that has got to stop hurting.
Oh my goodness, my mute button was fighting with me. We had a little war there. Andy, far side. Yeah, 14-point lead now to Blast. They will get the victory here in 2. To send that one back through here. Beaver there, man. Long heave will go wide, although doesn't get the bounce, not quite. And then out of the bubble there. To the
Oh, what is that bounce?
My
Oh
goodness.
my.
Every once in a while, you see some goofy ones like that. And fortunately for this game, it's not consequential. It's a good setup there. Andy will hit it. They get another one. So not letting off the gas, our Spitfire, though. Not enough time in this game to come back here.
No, not this time. But they do seep into double digits this time. But Blast want to just extend it a bit more. And we see how fast they get their goals on their joust advantage. So if they can do that again, it's going to really start hurting. Let's see if they can do it. Once again, I want to see if they can get the points. No, it's not going to be today, because it's a re-pick. And in fact, that might bounce dangerously close to the goal. And boom, there it is. It's actually Misty who had some points for the side of Spitfire. But Spitfire, it won't be enough. They've lost by 10, and they've lost in 2 rounds. Blast showing everyone what they're made of once again.
Yeah, phenomenal game there from Blast. Although I want to point out that every single player on the side of Orange getting points on the board here. 5 each, Sandu and Misty, 3 to Game Tech, 2 to Starkey. They all also get assists, and almost all of them getting saves. They played very competently. And again, I just go back to it's that bubble offense. They just need to work on that bubble offense or passing game, because their stats are great. It's clear that they can rely on their clear and boost in a lot of the games they play in, because they were trying to rely on it here. Unfortunately, Blast is not one of the teams you can do that with. They're going to beat you in those races. They're too fast. And then when they stop playing that game, when they go to the pass game, they're just as good at that as well. So to play at this level for Spitfire, they just got to start working on that passing game in the offensive zone. I think this is a team to watch out for, though, because they did exceptionally well, given that that quite obvious deficit.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely have some strong players on that team, but Blast have been cemented as a very powerful team for a long, long time with some players that have been tried and tested, and they've shown up before, and they will show up again. Whereas Spitfire, a bit of a new sort of team. Well, not a new team, but a bit of a, like, for my level, it's a new team. For what I've seen, it's a new team, whereas Blast is very old. They're very old, and they've been playing for a long, long time, and been playing at the top level for a long, long time. So Spitfire just lacks that experience and that consistency that they currently are low on in terms of in comparison to Blast. But that's not to say that Spitfire aren't full of a lot of strong players. I mean, Game Tech, Andu, I think Misty has played a lot before, because I think Misty's changed his name from someone else I know. But these are all players that are just huge. They've all been playing a long, long time, not at the top level, but just below it. I mean, some of them have. Game Tech and Andu, I know for certain they played Master last season, but some of the others haven't, and they haven't played as a team together in that Master division, whereas Blast, they've been playing a lot longer together, and, well, they showed that today with how they played. Such a strong performance. But, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back shortly, I assume, to get the
Well, no, we
cast
actually
of the
have,
next
there's a
games.
bit of a gap here, so I will take some time to promo some things. First
good.
off, shout out to everybody in Horizon Worlds. Previously, we used to call it venues. That's why sometimes you hear us talk about the venue showcase or hello venues or things like that. Venues, but it's now in Horizon World, so everybody watching from there, hello. We are live currently 1:33 p.m. here on the East Coast of the U.S. I know it's 6:33 p.m. over there in British time for the British world. Yeah, we are live here bringing you these games in Horizon World. So thank you for joining us. Something we get the opportunity to do twice a week for Echo Arena, twice a week for Onward as well. And then when we have major events, we kind of focus on those events in these showcases as well. So we're here basically every weekend. So if you come back and just check the schedule every weekend, you're going to find Echo Arena games here in Horizon Worlds. So once again, thank you very much for joining us. Also, if you've never played the game, and you're curious what all the fuss is about, right now you can pull up your Oculus menu in venues without leaving the actual environment. You can stay in that environment, pull up your menu, pull up your Oculus store, and download Echo VR right now. It's free. free to play, and right when we're done here today, you can pop on in, play your first game, see what it's all about. It's a lot of fun. It's personally my favorite game. It has been for a long time. It's why, I know it's Lockie's favorite game as well, right, Lockie? Of course.
Yes.
So definitely check it out if you have not. To those of you in Horizon Worlds who have played the game, do play the game, and even know us here in the booth. Again, thank you for joining us. The other thing I want to, we got a promo today, is, Lockie, have you heard of VRML Fall Fest?
I haven't. Please tell me.
Well,
Tell me
VRML
more.
Fall Fest, six weekends, 3 leagues, 1 passion. We've got Onward, Pavlov, and Echo Arena all having major tournaments over those 6 weekends. You're going to have Pavlov with their qualifiers and their finals. You're going to have Onward with their region finals, world qualifiers, and their world finals. You're also going to have Echo Lanada, which is kind of the Canada LAN event going on over that month. I believe that's the weekend, the 22nd, 23rd. And then, of course, it all culminates. It all culminates in the major Echo Arena Finals, the weekends of, so you have the Challenger Cups, the 5th and 6th of November, 12th and 13th, weekend 1, 19th and 20th, weekend 2, Grand Finals on November 20th, and everything is reporting to that event. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be all sorts of stuff. Also, during the week on VR Master League on this channel that we're on Twitch right now, you're going to repeat both replays of old content. You're going to get all the stuff from the weekend replayed as well during the day, but also we're going to have some special events going on over those weeks as well, live events. It's not going to be all replays, but you are going to hear more about it as we get it all settled on the schedule. But look out for all that. It's going to be a ridiculous 6 weeks of nothing but VR sports here in VRML, and that is what VRML does. Of course, that's why we are the VR Master League. But yeah, I'm really excited for that, Lockie. That is a Fall Fest here. The first time we've ever done anything like that, kind of one of the biggest little marketing pushes we've ever done, and taking us to that next level. Really excited for that. But I think with all those promos, Lockie, I was wondering, or not one, oh my goodness, Newton, I'm sorry. Newton, anything you'd like to add?
That's 2. That's 2.
You're both fired.
We're both fired.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll give myself a little promo. SirDinWe.com. Check it out. It does exist. It's a real thing.
That's a thing?
It's a
I'm
thing.
gonna look at that now.
SirDinWe.com. Check it out.
That's a thing?
Yes, it's a real thing. 100%. Look it up. It's
That's
real.
A thing?
It's a thing.
Oh my god, it's a full-on
It's a
thing.
Yeah, it's a full-on thing.
It's a thing. That's kind of cool. Oh my, that photo is... Damn. That is nice. Holy...
Shout out to Defocus for that one, actually. He hit me with some free headshots, as it were, over back in St. Louis. Was it March of this year for that NEPA land? So thank you to Focus, although I don't believe he's watching right now. Actually, they're doing something over on their stuff right now. Anyways,
That's awesome.
but yeah, so Lockie, is there a Lockie.com?
That's okay. You know,
And we're gonna have to look into a Lockie.com now,
you know,
aren't we?
You know, there's not.
We're gonna have to, though, right? You see the benefit of that?
I see a lot.
If someone's
I
like,
see
"What
a
do you
lot.
do?" I just gotta go, check out SirDinWe.com. You see everything I do.
Kind of cool. I feel like Locky.com would probably be taken though. It's a
Or
lot.
Locky11.com.
Locky11.com might not.
There you go.
Hopefully we can get in on that.
Or we'll just
That's
start
really cool.
pronouncing your name as Lockiel.
Oh
Is
my
the
God, no.
ones as L's? Lockiel?
No.
You gonna put a little
no, I don't want
as,
this.
as in like Lockie will do it.
Locky.com. Oh my god.
Lockiel.com. All right, so with that, we will go into this intermission here. Kind of an extended one. Hopefully, ideally, we have some content to play. If not, we'll be back in about 15 minutes or so. So we'll see you on the other side. Don't go too far.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. Look at him. One more to go.
Here's how to get the Spark Mini Companion app for your Quest headset. First, go into your Echo Arena settings and turn API access on, then restart Echo Arena. Also, your phone and Quest do need to be on the same internet connection. For Android, go to the Play Store, search Spark Mini. For iOS, click the first link in the description, click View in App Store, and download Test Flight. Now go back to the page and click Start Testing. It's going to open in Test Flight. Install Spark Mini and open it. OK, next, start testing. Now you want to click this Find Quest IP button, but if it doesn't work, it's not a problem. We just have to manually find the Quest IP. Go into your Quest settings, then Wi-Fi settings, click on the Wi-Fi network you're currently connected to, scroll down, you'll see Advanced Settings, open that up. Scroll down more and you will see IP address. It should start with 192.168. Note this IP, go back into Spark Mini, click Settings in the bottom right, and input the IP address from your Quest. So I'm currently in a private arena in Echo. If you don't see anything here, you need to join a lobby or match. To join Sparklinks, go into the Share Match tab, paste your Sparklink, and click Join. Once again, you do need to be in a lobby or match to do this.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey, chat.
I'm crazy, Captain.
Yes.
I'm not. Easy going right there. Look at him. One more to go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that every single one of you are having an absolutely lovely evening or day, depending on where you're watching this from. We got an interesting game on our hands. The first one, a bit of a massacre. Hopefully, this one a little bit closer. We got Koi versus Team Ivy. Both very strong teams looking by the rosters. But before we get into any of that, my name is Locky11. I'm joined by Sir Dimwee, and of course, I know his name this time. It is Newton Dad on the cams. But so Dimwee, how are you feeling about this game? I mean, probably familiar with these teams, definitely Koi at least, and maybe some of the players you will know from the side of Ivy. I know a few of them, but yeah, how do you feel about the teams here?
I'm excited for this matchup. I'm very curious to see how they face off against one another. Again, as you say, yeah, I know a lot of the names in this game. In fact, Memento Mori, great song, also great advice. Though we are going to get started here in the first round. Shout out to the Stoics. As yeah, I expect a much closer battle this time, Locky, as you alluded to.
Yeah, I really hope so. But to start off, it's not Koi getting a hold of this. They will eventually, though. They're looking to receive it. Ivy get a hand on it. Memento send the shot. Bang! And there's your opening three-pointer. If you wanted action, if you wanted fun, this is the place for it. Because 3 points already on the board is quite the start. Quite the fast start as well, with some changes in hands. But Memento Mori gets away with it. Eventually have now onto the QB. All the side of Koi shows what they can do.
A phenomenal goal there is Koi coming out with his first joust, their first joust advantage. Just elbow. Quick pass here to Stupid Raz. Looking for that long cross pass there. Although it's going to be a bit of a race for it. A good scoop there from Just Elmo, and then a stun out on the far side. Makimo ultimately coming away with that one. HLO below. We'll turn that one around. Look for a send out that hits the root block. Good behind the back there from Makimo. And then down to the floor here, Memento Mori stunned out. Good pickup here by Watchdog. Open goal, not for long. This Watchdog will reset that one to the back line into the hands of Stupid Raz.
Raz gonna take some time here. Pressured by that stack, taking no more time than necessary. And Just Elmo maybe gonna look to walk this in. Sends it back, sends it in. Sin is the one that finishes it off. As he gets it onto the backboard, now they're only at 1 point down. A really nice attack back. Be nice and patient, and then to be able to just bang and go as soon as the defense starts to tempt you with an open opportunity. And they showed up well to it.
Joust advantage to Ivy. It's hello. Uh-oh. Intercepted there by Watchdog. Long shot off the barrier. We'll be back in the hands there. Just elbow. Goalie stunned out. Another shot there is going to be off the post. Okay. Watchdog will finally get that one in for the 2. But in Koi up by 143.
Yeah, that was maybe starting to get a little bit close. I don't know, because the stun on the goalie, definitely a good decision to go for the 3 there, but then the ding was just a very scary moment, I'm sure, for the side of Koi. Ivy now showing us what they can do on the joust advantage. Makimo's going to be picking this up, sending over to Memento Mori. Not going to hold on to it for long, though, as it's Just Elmo who picks it up just on the edge of his bubble. He now looks to send it over to Sinner. The missed pass will be picked up on the side of Ivy, and H-Low can just control this disc. Sends it back. Ruskin, an all-seeing eye up here, gonna send it all the way back down to H-Low, and H-Low now with a potential bubble opportunity sends it up, but a missed shot, and Watchdog receives.
And looking for a long clear. Does get that clear, but that defensive stack gets her first. Excuse me, that offensive stack. Either way, big pickup there. There's stun out there. Stun out from Makimo. Memento Mori gets it picked off. And another send out again off the root block there, this time on the blue side. Just Elmo turn that one around, however, for Koi. Back towards mid, to mid, in mid. Picked up the Ruskin. Ooh, off of the cone, down to the floor. A couple stacks moving in here. Makimo gets it picked off. Off ahead there at the edge of the bubble, and then to that far side where Memento Mori will reset it once again to, that is Ruskin here on the back line, as HLO will move to the near side. Ruskin sends it up. Memento Mori look for an, oh my goodness. Gets the 2 off a ridiculously steep angle, and Ivy have retaken the lead 5-4.
Ivy, that was a good play there to get it in and get the points. But as I said, we were hoping for a close game. We thought it might be, and we've been delivered one, at least for now. For the 4-minute mark, we've got 5-4. It's a close line. However, Watchdog gonna look to extend a gap or create a gap for themselves. Now Stupid Raz gets a stun on one of the stacks here, and that's going to slow Ivy down a lot. Just Elmo looks for that pass to Watchdog. Watchdog back down to Stupid Raz. Stupid Raz. Ooh, bit of a preemptive pass there, but he is stunning out the stacks to slow him down, but he can't hold them for long. They do get a grab on it. Can they receive off of it? Yes, Ruskin reads the bounce. Yes, Ruskin hits the shot. Now they're 4 points up and extending their lead once again, putting Koi on for the joust advantage.
Yeah, also putting Koi a bit on the back foot or the back fin, as it were. My goodness. 8-4 here in favor of Ivy. That was a beautiful goal as Koi once again has joust advantage. Just Elmo. They come out with a standard split, a very tight diamond actually, and it does turn over the Memento Mori. Sends this one up. Do that. Oh, what a bounce! What a bounce there. That was goofy. The Stupid Raz will turn that one around. Although gives it away to Ruskin there. Ruskin back in here. Memento Mori looking at the 1v1 off the head of Watchdog, gets it. And Ivy will continue to push that lead up here 10-4 as they get another one here off of that turnover there at mid. And again, Koi really having some trouble getting through mid right now.
I want to say out of the 2 teams, if you asked me to bet on one, it would have been Koi. But right now, Ivy are showing me the complete opposite. Out of 3 ladder teams, this one might be the best one today, so I guess it's a little bit of a fight for who's the best. Short team name. But Ivy really showing us what they can do right now. Stupid Raz looking to gain some control, some good movement on those blocks. That's clearly practice. Now Watchdog a little bit not pressured here, but that stack, oh, what a play. That was beautiful. They push in, baiting it, nearly with the shot as well, but they bait Watchdog into thinking that they're coming for him. And then right after he sends it, they stop right where they are, dead in their tracks, and they've got it. That was such a good play. Yet they have lost the disc in Koi's half, and Stupid Raz now has it, looking for the right-hand pass. Now just Elmo looking to push up. Watchdog's open on that right lane, gonna find it. Watchdog under a little bit of pressure due to that stack, but this time he's aware to the fact of he's aware to their tricks. They won't trick him today.
That was quite the pass there from Raz to just Elmo on the back line. Tripped me up. He wasn't looking at the receiver. He bounced it at the same time. That was very tricky. Sinna juking out the defense.
Oh, this is what Sinna's
Oh
known for.
my goodness. There's HLO in the goal, getting a big stop there, though gives it right back in the hands of Raz. Here's Raz trying to pull that defense up. Defense not biting too hard right now. Sinna gets another opportunity. And there it is. Koi have found themselves to the goal once again here in the first round. 6-10, still down by 4.
Sinna disappoints one time, but not again. Aware that H-Low is actually quite a talented goalie. I mean, I've heard of I think I've played with H-Low once or twice on maybe a cast once or twice, or something. But I've seen that the player is quite talented overall in terms of goalie positioning, and Sinna definitely aware of it the second time with a bit more thought to his placement. But he was less crowded this time, so definitely has a bit more time to think about it. Nevertheless, Koi looking to add to their lead. However, Makamo got different thoughts on his mind. Now it's into the hands of Just Elmo. Just Elmo pushes through. Sinna going to be on the disc on the underside, and now sends it over to Just Elmo, but he was so close to catching it, just didn't manage to do it this time, and the clear comes through. Bounces high.
And that far side bounces off the Pac-Man block in the hands of Just Elmo there at the trench. Yeah, it turns that one around through the near side tube into the Ivy zone. There's Memento Mori for Ivy. Taking that one off and then giving it back to Just Elmo for Koi. Sending it back into the Ivy zone here. That's the orange side as a scoop here to the near side, actually into the trench there. Center with it. We'll reset to the back line. For Koi is a Watchdog back in here. That stack doing a lot of movement here for Ivy, although they're not able to wrest control of this disc right now as we have some phenomenal passing sequence here from Koi. As Watchdog continues to push up here. This is a fantastic compression around the bubble. This is kind of a masterclass in it right now as they move up here. Defense not able to disrupt any of these passes. Shot. HLO gets another ridiculous stop and goal. Clutch as that one was. Just Elmo, though, getting stunned out here on the near side will be collected once again by Sinna, who opts for that reset. Another one there for Raz.
Sinna receiving it once again. Oh, Sinna's known for that. Sinna's known for moves like that, known for moves like this. No doubt it's a goal, but today it is a doubt. Memento Mori stops him dead in his tracks. However, a bad clear will result in Stupid Raz being the man to pick this one up, and he pushes forward on the high side, sends it up top. Sinna, round 2, he messed it up last time. Round 1, Watchdog is the one to put the ice on the cake as he puts that one in for 2. A beautiful cut, not aware is the team Ivy, and now 8-10. A close game with 1 minute left and 2 points down.
HLO has been doing exceptionally well in the goal here for Ivy, registering 2 Daves on the board this evening. Though certainly getting more Daves than that. There's 1 minute to go here in this first round. 10-8, 2-point game. As HLO, uh-oh, missed pass. That was loose on the far side.
Oh, no.
Will be collected by that blue
goal.
stack. Just almost sends it up. Will be wide and collected by Memento Mori. Turning around 48 seconds as they look to set up on offense here. Once again, Ivy with possession only ostensibly as that is loose here. Uh-oh, opportunity here. Memento Mori moving in, sends in the pass. They've got a 1v1 that goes open, but just now gets it picked off. It sends it out here to the near side.
These 30 seconds are about to answer 2 questions. How much will that cost Ivy for missing that shot? How much will it cost them for missing that shot? And maybe even this one, not today. Memento Mori finally puts it into the back of the net. That is game round 1. They've done it. It was so close though, really. I mean, Koi had an open opportunity, an open 3-pointer, which would have not only kept them in the game fighting, but it would have actually put them up at 1 point and just slightly to the side. I would like to imagine what would have happened if that shot hit it. But nevertheless, Koi are going to have to fight back after a round 1 loss and try and get 2 more.
Yeah, I see a lot of the general sentiment in chat right now is wow. And yeah, I agree. That was a phenomenal finish here for Ivy. And what ultimately turned out to a very close first round. And it just makes me that much more excited for a second. Will we see a third? We're going to find out not too long. Although, yeah, Ivy only winning by ultimately 2 goals. But really, it was just the 1 goal up until that last, the final 20 seconds there. So yeah, phenomenal work there from Ivy. Memento Mori. Memento Mori. 7 points on the board there, but 3 saves, 3 Daves to HLO. And yes, chat, I do see you. 3 Daves, HLO, phenomenal work. I think ultimately, Lockie, that to me may be the thing that won this game for Ivy was HLO in the goal.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of HLO saves were from times when Sinner was quite panicked. I mean, Sinner's known for being a really good shooter. I mean, if he gets that disc in the bubble area, it's used for a goal. But he is being quite pressured against this team and put under a lot of stress, and therefore maybe rushing a couple of his shots that normally he's dimes for, and HLO is certainly capitalizing on some lazier shots. So it's really good to see some of that, and HLO, yeah, definitely a defining factor in this game, and could shape up this next half, this next round, as now Sinner takes hold of the disc, looking to put on some points to give them an early lead. However, that stack, but the backup stacker there to recover and maybe get some points on. Just Elmo, just short of that disc, will eventually pick it up. However, not going to be able to pick it up for long. It's going into the hands of Ivy, who will eventually pick it up, send it all the way down into the bubble now of Koi. It's the hands of Sinner now. Sinner's going to send it all the way down, but no one there to receive. And Ruskin looking to pick it up. One shot gets a hand out of that. Out of nowhere, manages to quickly pick up the disc and send it down. And that might have just saved them a bit of points, some points at the very least.
And just Elmo. Uh-oh, that reset there is going to be off the mark. Will be a stack race for it. The orange stack gets it first. Makimo. Oh no, too many bodies. You can't make a save with that many goalies, although it looked like many of those goalies were for the other team. Ivy in a 4v2 situation, crowd of the goal, crash for the net, get the 2 points. They have the first goal here in the second round.
Yeah, it's not a good start once again for Koi, especially with how they managed to handle Ivy's first sort of attack against them. They handled it well, but then to just go to losing the disc once again and losing the first points. Oh, that's going to hurt. If that's a score, that's really going to sting, and it is, of course. Memento Mori, not a chance. Going to miss that one, and yeah, that really has to sting. I mean, it stings off the fact that you lost round 1, you've been hit at the start of round 2, and then you lose the QB. I mean, that really stings. The mental at this point is at an all-time low. They have to do something with this QB to put it back in the right place.
And it will be Koi once again the Seattle advantage. Fewer than 2 minutes off the clock. Bounce pass there, gets a sitter.
No.
But then a headbutt by that stack will knock it loose there, and there's still loose disc here on the near side. Another race for it, though. That stack for Ivy has been doing a lot of work here. It's Makimo and Memento Mori have been ridiculous as a pair running around this arena. They've been doing a lot of heavy lifting. Of course, not the sole factor for the victory in that first round, but certainly as we continue to play on here, That stack has been doing a lot of damage to Koi over time here again. Applying a lot of pressure, though they do get stunned out here on the near side. Is just Elmo takes that pass up to Senna on the far side. Senna though does not have a lane. Oh my
Senna.
goodness! Oh, wow. I thought for sure Senna was going to look at getting the 1v1 with the goalie there, but instead, wisely sends that one back to just Elmo. That's why I cast and I don't play. That's why Senna does play. It doesn't cast. Just Elmo. So this went in. Senna juking.
This is what he's good at!
Wow.
Oh my! God damn, I love to watch Sinner. He's just, every time I see him in a position where most players would go, oh, this might be a risky goal, it's not even a risk. He does it so effortlessly. I mean, he just glides it in. He goes for a slam dunk there, and he didn't even look like he was moving that fast. Sinner, that was a perfect play to put that in, and he's aware that H-Low's been saving a lot of goals, and just confirms no save there with a slam dunk. Sinner is just on point now. He's awoken. The beast has been woken. However, that diamond block has just seen the disc, and that's going to go punished now at the side of Ivy. However, missed pass will go punished, and currently it's Whiff City. And as I speak of Whiff City, Watchdog misses the disc, and Makamo's now got it. What will he do with it?
Makamo will reset this one to H-Low. H-Low sending it in. Big setup here, Memento Mori. What's shot there off the post. That bottom side of the goal was wide open. As Ruskin will send this one across into the hands of Makamo. Makamo, stunt, Alsto gets it. Beautiful goal there from Ivy to get another one to go once again up by 5 here in the second round. They maintain this lead. They maintain the momentum. See if they can hold on to it for another 6 minutes here.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, 6 minutes is a long time to hold this on. And it's also a long time for Koi to be able to put on a lot of points. So I really want to see Koi come back nice and soon and make this an interesting endgame. But this pressure is just horrible to deal with. Just Elmo has done a spectacular job there whilst floating back to be able to find Watchdog on that right station. This triangle passing is great, but someone needs to take out this stack, because the amount of pressure that it's putting on, it is just breeding a situation that's perfect for Koi to mess up. And there it is, and there's the shot. It goes a little bit to the side, but that one won't. No, that one will as well. Another missed shot, but this one's got to go in. No, it's not. That's 3 for 3, and that surely has to go punished. Koi have to be able to get the disc here, because if they don't, they're not capitalizing off some whiffs, and they won't. As the fourth shot, I guess, is the charm today. Memento Mori gets it in for 2. They had such good passing, but no one was able to keep that stack out for a decent amount of time, and it's very difficult to work with that much pressure constantly and to stay consistent in a time like that. Yeah, I just capitalized well.
Also, that was a beautiful shot there from Memento Mori. Slapping, basically releasing the disc, but basically pulling an ender, trying to pull an ender anyways. Attempting to execute an ender, as it were. But then out of the ender, releasing the shield and going to a slap there, just slapping the disc at the goal as Ruskin, 19 meters out for a beautiful 3 from downtown. 10-point lead now to Ivy. They are starting to run away with this one as we get a timeout here. I would presume, Blocky, that this timeout is from Koi.
Yeah.
And yeah, we get confirmation it was from Koi. And wise timeout, I think.
I mean, if you're Koi right now, this is such a horrible position to be in. You're the favorite to win in this match, essentially, and you lost round 1 by the skin of your teeth. I mean, it was really close, an open 3. I mean, they're surely going to be regretting missing that when they go back to looking at what happened. But then to go into round 2, and to just get 5 points scored on you immediately, just out of nowhere, and I think that's really what has defined a lot of what this round has become, because to get 5 points hit on you like that quickly after losing a round 1 has to be the most disheartening thing that can happen to you in this game. And they've not really fought back from it. They've scored 2 points this round as a whole, which is so little for what I expect this team to do. My expectations for this team are a lot higher than what they're currently showing, and they have potential. They're a lot stronger than what they are showing. And I don't know what's happening tonight. Tonight might just not be their night. I mean, every team has their bad day. It just, I guess the finals is what truly matters. But right now, this is not Koi's game. And Ivy seem to be running the entire show. And this pause, yeah, as you said, it's such a good decision, because in the current status of Koi's mindset and Koi's scoreline. It is begging for them to take a moment to discuss strategies and just to reset themselves. But yeah, Ivy just seems so dominant right now in terms of this game. However, they do lose a player. That might help Koi if that player stays out.
Yeah, I would expect that. Yeah, this is kind of a moment you might strategically end your timeout. Although I would expect at that point, Ivy has a timeout of their own. They'll probably just take their own at that moment. Looks like they did end the timeout. So
yeah, they did.
So I expect another timeout here to come from Ivy. Yeah, Ivy is at the. They are at the podium, ready to hit that button. There it is. They sent us right back to that timeout there. So respect to Ivy. They do need to get that player back in here. A 10-point lead. You know, with 4 minutes, that's enough time. You know, if they could, in theory, just be like, you know what, they'll be back soon enough. Let's go. But a 10-point lead sounds like a lot. But 4 minutes is plenty of time, especially if if you're down a player. You can come back there 3-4 goals in half that.
Yeah, you definitely could. It's just the current mindset. I don't know if they can. Honestly, I know you're not meant to have any bias as a cast, but right now I'm rooting for Koi to just get their heads on straight and make this an interesting game. I just want a bit of a closer scoreline. Well, I mean, it's all casters want a closer score. Okay? That's my internal bias of wanting a good game. And I seriously want Koi to show us that. Put on some points, get your head screwed on. Let's do this, Koi. Show us what you got. Elmo takes the disc, breaks, right-hand pass. Gotta take out this stack this time, and they go for it. There it is. It's gone for now. But how long will it stay out? Both of them are stunned. Watchdog's doing an amazing job. Oh, this stack is in the dirt, in the dust. The stupid Raz now is going to be able to pass this over to Just Elmo. Just Elmo going to send the shot. The goalie was distracted, but the second shot's so good. And that is 2 points. Koi, they're back in this.
Phenomenal play there. Koi realized they need to shut down that Makimo Memento Mori stack. And it was Watchdog who just latched on to Makimo and would not let him go. Memento Mori eventually just letting his teammate go, realized he needs to get back into the play without him. And attempted to, and that's what allowed Koi, the time and space to get that goal there. So back with an 8, although good possession here from Ivy as Makimo moving up. Stack, back stack, attacking Makimo. Makimo, that passes off. It's going to be intercepted. That's Just Elmo sending it through. Sitta has a boost here. Sitta, right place, right time. Sitta sends it. Sitta hits it. They're within 5.
Oh, yes. They're back. They're showing everyone what they can do, and all they need is 5 more points, and they've just done that in under a minute, and they've got 3 minutes to do what they've just done. Oh, they are so good right now, but they need to show us they can do more. They need to capitalize on everything that Ivy messes up on, and that's a big mess up. You have to be receiving this, but they've misread the bounce and they've misread the disc, but they do look to get it first, and they do manage to do so, sending it down low. Miss pass though, and Sinner gets stunned out. However, the headbutt's gonna keep him off the disc for a little while, and then Tamura sends it over to the left. Ruskin loses his hands, push this, and it's gonna be a bad situation. However, Morai stables it for a while. Just Elmo gets the stun. However, Morai gets the headbutt, and Morai gets the disc back, as Morai now sends it all the way over back to Ruskin to slow things down for the side of Ivy. But that situation was absolutely crazy. It's a bit of a missed pass as Makimo tries to send it back to Ruskin, the man that's having the controller issues right now. H-Low's stunned out and marked by Stupid Raz, and now Stupid Raz just needs to look to get this pass to Sinner. He does manage to, and now they just take their time, look to push through. Sinner gets all the way through, but no, misses it because it goes off the outside of the tunnel. However, a missed shot that could hold the goal open for just long enough, but not long enough for the side of Koi to get their stack back and make it 7 points down with a minute 30 left. That is a big ask.
That is quite a big ask. Yeah, 7 points here. That was also a full minute off of the clock there without a score before we got that 3 from Ivy there. So 7-point lead here as Koi coming out with his just advantage. A minute 20 on the clock as Elmo sends that one through, takes that bouncer, and H-Low on the back line for Ivy. All they have to do at this point with possession now, they just need to run the clock here. 7 points is a minimum of 3 goals required, which they just need to hold on for until 40 seconds. If no goals happen by that point, it's Sitta. Oh my goodness!
It's a good shot,
oh, Ruskin. Oh, Ruskin. Oh my god. I didn't see him, Blocky. I didn't see him.
Yeah. I love the shot, but yeah, and I love that shot too, but I'm just staring the whole time at the perma goalie, because why would you not? Although right now I'm staring at no one in goal, so if they can find an angle somehow, I mean, all these players are very talented shooters. Can they find it right now? They're going to need to take the shot. No, they haven't, and that is game over, unfortunately. They do manage to find the shot eventually, but now there is a goalie back there. Ruskin takes a hold of it. And yeah, I mean, quite the weird turnout, and it's not exactly like that was a particularly close second round. That was quite dominating from Koi. They did have from Ivy, I mean, but they did have quite a potential comeback, especially after that pause, but then some good time wasting and a bit of havoc. I mean, that did not play to Koi's favor. And I think that's potentially a really good circumstance for Ivy to have, where the disc just gets traded and traded and traded, and it just makes it a sort of like 50-50 flip a coin to see who gets the goal. And it's very difficult for Koi to have to play against that, especially when they're already down and they're pressed for time. And as you can see, it did not end well, as Koi have suffered yet another defeat, and Ivy take a win onto their belt.
There you go, 14-7 in favor of Ivy after 2. Koi, and it also keeps us quite on time here, Lockie, which is nice, because that other team isn't waiting on us, as it is. But yeah, phenomenal game there from Ivy, you know, ultimately taking that one. Again, we came into this one thinking Koi was the favorites. Although I'd like to point out, for Ivy, every single player on the team has saves on the board, and Memento Mori, 14 points over those two. The only player of the game with double digits. Phenomenal offensive performance there from Memento Mori to push their team up there. Also, 3 steals from Memento, doing a lot of work. But again, you know, H-Low was ridiculous in goal. But by the end of it, though, that second round, you see every single player on that team getting saved. So it's teamwork, ultimately, that gets the victories in these games, I think.
Yeah. Honestly, just such a good game there from I feel like they were in control a lot. Their stats were very strong. And as you said, Memento Mori just shows up to play every single time. I mean, he always seems to get a huge amount of points. Yeah, so strong. And then H-Low as well with the saves. I mean, those 3 saves are some very difficult saves. Like, very difficult to try and hold, and definitely something that hurts when you see the enemy team do that to you. But we're going to start the next game in just a few minutes, so we'll take a little minute break, I assume, and we'll be back within about 2 minutes. So don't go anywhere, stick around. We got game 3 coming up next. Bye now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that every single you're having often, depending on where you're watching from. If you've been watching from the previous game, we know that we just watched a bit of a massacre in the second round, but hopefully this game's gonna be a little bit closer, lesser known teams, a bit lower down the ladder, but it can always be even more interesting, even more hype. Before we get into the game though, my name is Lucky11, I'm joined by Monsieur Dimwee, and of course, it is Newton Dad on the cams. We've got our third game of the night and our final game, unfortunately. But hello everyone from Horizon Worlds, and hello everyone from the Toss Launch Twitch. Without further ado, the teams are ready up, and let's get into the action.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we are going to get started here in round one. As both teams launch out headbutt there from the Clowns. Someone makes his way in, although we'll be down for Half Pepper. Looking for a clear out through that far side tube. Not able to get it out. Will be a scrum here for Krabby Shadow. Sent it through that near side tube all the way down and in. We'll take a bounce in there. Defense in the area. Has to slow up for it to get a read on it. The stack instead gets there for Light. Hack Pepper gets the first goal here of the first round. 23 seconds in. 2 points on the board.
Yeah, that's a very good shot from Hack Pepper there with two players from the side of Clowns pressuring that, and Hack Pepper has managed to get that in off the ding ring. So 2 points to start, 9 minutes on the clock, and now let's see what Clowns can do to respond. First two not grabbing the disc. There's Fresh Prince who's got the disc. Looking for maybe this left-hand pass. Got a lot of pressure on that mid zone. Gonna find a low pass actually. And now the goal's open for a little while. Gonna send a bit of a fast shot, but it's also a bit wide. Sends another shot. It's a good save, but the player can't get it off his hands. It's a bit too sticky. And now it's into the hands once again of Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince just gonna back away a little bit, trying to bait the players towards him. It's a good juke there to split up the stack, and now he sends it all the way over to Mr. Quackington, and Mr. Quackington puts it on in. And the Clowns equalize.
That was a great juke. That was a really great juke. Although it looks like maybe a technical goal here, but that juke that led to that send in there, it was Hack Pepper got a hand on it. But that juke from the player on the clowns here to send that one in, I believe. Actually, there's a lot of long names, so I'm not sure. But yeah, that was a Fresh Prince.
Yeah, it was really good. It was so simple yet very effective.
Very effective, and just completely broke the ankles of that stack. As Foley gets a ridiculous steal there. I don't know how they got away with that one. As Hack Pepper sends this one in, a hook shot.
Ooh.
What just happened? Well, they're up by 2.
That's a very good goal. That is a very, very nice goal. The old hook from underneath to send it behind you. I always love a goal that looks like that, and that is definitely some points extra for style. But the game won't award any of those. However, that's coming out once again, and there, I was about to call it out. You might get punished if you choose not to do that stacking out to the disc, and you choose to use the ring. And the players who went for the disc choose to use the ring, and yeah, it will go punished sometimes if you don't want to do the stack into the disc. And there it is. Hack Pepper gets the points once again. Now the 6-2. What are they going to do this time?
You know, that was something that actually my team back in preseason season 1, we did. We would do a PE joust on the offensive joust. Yeah, and I sent in here high rampage. It wasn't that common, but teams were obviously doing that back then. It just wasn't as common as it is now. But just to annoy Gilligan, if y'all remember Gilligan, shot there from Fresh Prince, goes off the head. Just to annoy Gilligan, because I knew it would annoy. It just annoyed him. I called it the Nova launch. There was no reason to call it the Nova launch. I just started calling it the Nova launch because every time I did, he'd go, "Come on, man, it's not the Nova launch." I'd go, "Yeah, it is. It's the Nova launch." It never was. It was just a lot of fun I had to trigger Gilligan back when he was still really active in things. So now Foley here for Lino, though, losing the disc. Disc is loose, will be into the hands of the Clowns. That is Fresh Prince there on the back line. Sending that one in. It's going to take a bounce there, though, careening around the bubble as a good defensive stack in the area. Will they? That's a shield there. High rampage opportunity. Stunned out. Disc is loose again. Fresh Prince. Big pickup shot goes wide out of the bubble.
Bounces all the way back, sending around this tunnel area. In fact, just going to go all the way through the tunnel. Hack Pepper's not got enough speed to be picking up this one. It's High Rampage instead. Fully on the disc out of nowhere. Going to be able to steal it, but not for long. Fresh Prince gets a good old stun and gets the disc, gets the clear. Not a successful clear, not for now at least, as Fully does manage to pick it up, but loses it once again quite quickly to Mr. Quackington. Mr. Quackington gets the clear all the way through, and now it's into the hands of Sabot. As Sabot sends it over to Hack Pepper. Hack Pepper stacks up, but doesn't manage to get the clear away as Mr. Quackington out of nowhere manages to get a grab on it. Now the 3-point shot, there it is. Only a 1-point deficit. High Rampage puts the Clowns back on the board.
Do you know, Lockie, do you know where Cybot's name comes from?
Where does it come from?
It's a Mortal Kombat reference. It was a character named Noob Saibot. It was named after one of their developers, Tobias Boone. They just put his name in backwards, and it became one of their main storyline characters, Noob Saibot, or kind of a side story character. Yeah, very popular character at that.
Cool, actually.
So that's why you see the T at the end. It's a capitalized letter. It's yes, Tobias backwards. One of my favorite little Mortal Kombat facts. There's a lot of the stuff from Mortal Kombat was so. A lot of the fun trivia like that was actually very like docile. Like they used some guy's name backwards, like or like they had some guy whoopsie. It's just some guy in their office who liked to say that when he was playing the game when they were testing it. He was going whoopsie, so they put it in. Some fun stuff like that. Anyways, off track here is a high ramp. Points. Clowns have retaken the lead.
Yeah, Clowns managing to get on a few extra points, and I enjoyed a little bit of. Actually, that's very cool. And I didn't realize why they had the capital T there at the end, but that makes sense now. That's very, very cool. But yeah, now they have to put on a joust to the side. And Light not going to be able to receive that disc just yet. Gets the stun out, buys himself some time. Fully's the one to pick it up. Now sends it over to Cybot and finds a left-hand pass and into the hands of Hack Pepper. Hack Pepper looks for the up-top pass. Won't be able to make it, however.
This one now down at the floor will be collected by Krabby Shadow. Less than 4 minutes to go here in this first round. Hack Pepper to Cybot. Cybot sending this one across. We'll be off the mark though, as both teams looking to get there. Foley gets a hand on it, scoops it, but it will be to the defense. That's Fresh Prince in the Clowns bubble, picking it off, sending it out. Gets a good clear. This is all the way down. That's a good boost in here from High Rampage. Gets the points. They have a 3-point lead with 3.5 to go.
Yeah, that is really strong there, and it's a good few points to put on the board. High Rampage yet again doing it. I mean, High Rampage now puts on 5, just followed by Hack Pepper, who's got 4 on the board. 3 minutes left, as you said, with 3 points down. It's a point a minute. Should be easily doable. How are they going to be able to? That's a good long pass. There's a lot of yards made within just one pass. The round has only just started, the gates only just opened, but a missed shot will send them back a little bit. Fully with a couple fakes, but not the actual shot, as this gets stolen away from him. Clear comes through, but not going to be able to make it all the way through just yet. Taken by High Rampage, hopefully, as he does get a quick slap on it. Back down to his player. That's worked out quite beautifully for them. Fully, however, slows them down dead in their tracks as Mr. Quackington dives for it, but can't reach it. Instead, it's Cybot. He gets the receive, sends up Hack Pepper, and Hack Pepper now flips upside down. Looks for a potential shot, actually, not going to be able to make it as High Rampage resets this and goes for it.
Oh, what a grab there by Hack Pepper to keep this one alive for Light. As fully across here to Cybot. Cybot as 2 in front. We'll get this one to Hack Pepper. Hack Pepper gets the 1v1 behind the goal, puts it in for the 2, and just like that, Light are back within 1 here as we have just about 2 minutes to go in this first round, and this is quite the narrow spread between these two teams. Possession time almost equal, shots taken is equal, assist is equal, as we get a dropout here from Light. So they will come out on this unfortunate timing there, and they're not able to get a timeout before they have to launch here. So they will look to hopefully either stave off a goal from the Clowns for long enough for their teammate to get back, or to score the next goal in a 3v4 situation, which is quite the tall order, especially in a game that's this close. As they will get that one picked off. That's Hack Pepper with the turnaround here.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about Echo. You just need one break, and you're away with the goal. It doesn't matter about the numbers, but in this case, it does a bit because they haven't been able to capitalize off of it. They haven't been able to retrieve it just yet. Hack Pepper with a missed grab. Someone has to be able to pick this up. Hack Pepper does, but not for long. As High Rampage looking up in net, but doesn't make the shot as it's a horrible angle. Fully looks to retrieve it. Hack Pepper's the one to do it, actually sending it over into the right-hand tunnel. Bounces off. Fully picks it up now, and Fully looking to push forward. They can get some points on here. I reckon they can do it. They've got a lucky break. Now they just need to make the attack work before any sort of defense is set up. It's a good pass to Hack Pepper, but the save is beautiful and flings that one away as quick as possible.
Krabby Shadow is back in the game. It's going to be a long heave in. Krabby Shadow is just coming out of what? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see how he came back in?
Just boom.
Well, he crabbed his way through the tube because it was
Grabs
faster
his way
than
all the way through.
Oh my goodness, High Rampage. So Krabby Shadow uses Krabby to get back into the game. That was hilarious.
Oh my god.
It makes sense because, you know, if it's faster, that it can be faster if you're quick enough. That was phenomenal. Then the Clowns will get another goal there. They're up by 4. That one there actually gives the Clowns. Wow, I guess I'm sorry. I apologize. We got so distracted there. The Clowns will get the first round as well off of that goal. That was the ice. As they take it 12 to 8, although time enough for one more goal here.
Yeah, it's really gonna hurt with a man lost around just out of time by the time you come back, and nevertheless, Light might be able to send one last shot, and it is good, but it's not good enough. 11 to 12, and the Clowns have taken the first round by only 1 point, and it was a close game, the closest we've had so far this night. Maybe round 2 has something in store for us as well, in terms of how close it is, but I sure hope it does, especially if they manage to keep that 4th player. That definitely would help.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal first round there. The timing of that drop out there, yeah, that 4th player, that had a lot to do with it, although they did, they almost scored. The player did get back in there. It's just once the player got back in, the Clowns were able to get another goal in, and that put them far enough away there. Though I love seeing that last long 3 to put them within 1 in the final few seconds there. Shows you how close the second round is going to be, because both these teams really very clearly won the victory in this matchup. And we're what, about halfway through this second cycle. We're about halfway through the season, and as we get closer and closer to the end, your position on the ladder is going to matter more and more.
Yeah, definitely. The Clowns done very well in that first round, and they've managed to do a lot. I mean, I feel like they had a pressure the whole time on Light, and it was a bit like havoc-y in there. I don't know if that's the word to use, but it was a bit like unorganized, a lot of messiness, and honestly, the Clowns seem to work with it really well. And honestly, that type of playstyle, it is a type of playstyle. It might not seem like one, but it definitely is. And the Clowns seem to work with it very, very well. Now maybe if they can just clean it up a little bit, it's perfect.
And now we do get a headbutt here from Light. Fully will get it collected there. Hack Pepper looking to bring it in. Underhanded shot. Gets it for the 2. Only took 10 seconds. Light is on the board first here in the second round.
Yeah, Hack Pepper gets the 2, and Light now gonna have to see what they can do on the counter because honestly, I feel like if Light can just get on some extra points here, that is just hitting the ground running in terms of this round 2. But the Clowns looking to do the opposite of that. Light, however, gets a receive, and this is just what they needed. Now he needs to be able to make the pass down low. He's done so. Cybot now going to look to pass to Bully, and Bully sends it up high. That's the points they needed, and that's got to sting for the side of Clowns. I mean, they've gone into round 2 and immediately flat back now that it's a 4v4. Had to deal with that. Wow.
Wow, indeed. 1 minute off the clock. 2-goal lead. 4 points for Light right now. First round did go to the Clowns. But now Light looking to push us into a round 3 here as Fresh Prince sends it in the near side too. Foley, though, gets it for Light. Foley sending up it across. Does hit Hack Pepper. Hack Pepper has Krabby Shadow in front. Cybot on the near side. We'll send it to Cybot. That backstack slows up. Not sure why. They will attack Cybot. The pass will be off the mark. And now looping around are those players. It will ultimately be Hack Pepper on that back line, sending it in, looking for a backboard shot, although it's going to find its way to the near side. Cybot has to slap it there, though. Slap not where it was intended. And a bit of a scrum for it here on the near side is Mr. Quackington. Sends that one through the near side, too. Almost 2 minutes off the clock. Although everybody ever shooting this one a little bit, the disc is still loose there on the floor. There's Krabby Shadow for the, or Light, excuse me, turning that one around.
All the way through Fully now with an open net. Not going to be able to make it though as it just dings. However, Mr. Quackington looking to get it out of his own half, but won't be able to do so. Picks it up once again though, but not able to get it out of his half once again. And now Fully sends over to Hack Pepper. Hack Pepper on the shoulder sends the 3, but it's not on target. Just picked up by the side of the Clowns, who managed to get this clear all the way through. And finally, it does go all the way through, and picked up potentially by Mr. Quackington, the closest player to it right now, but not the fastest, because in comes Fully, who just quickly grabs the disc, but Fresh Prince with a good read, and then a good duck to get away from that player. Pass along the floor, going to miss the hand of Mr. Quackington. Now it's picked up by the Fresh Prince, potentially won't be able to pick it up, however, Fully is able to do so. Fully gets a clear all the way through.
And there on the far side, Quackington stunned out. Foley takes a shot there. Scoop. Kind of a heave. It goes wide and then gets done there from Fresh Prince. We'll get this one turned around. 3 minutes off the clock here in the second. Light have, after that first minute, haven't been able to find the back of the net again, but neither have the Clowns. This one's loose on the far side. Ultimately, Foley with it. Foley sending it to Hack Pepper. Hack Pepper losing the handle on it. This will be loose here on the near side. They're going to scrum for it. Hack Pepper does get it after taking out the man there. Hack Pepper sends this one in off of the ceiling. Bounce down to the forward defense. Is going to have to chase this one down. They don't quite. Took a moment. It will be a slap there from Fresh Prince. Get that one out of the bubble. And a teammate there, I believe that's Mr. Quackington, but ultimately Foley gets it. Foley across. Cybot. Cybot has a player cutting in. No, takes a shot himself. Gets it in for the 2. They now have a 6-point lead here in the second.
Yeah, 6 points up, and this is a complete role reversal of this round. Light seem to put on a lot of points and potentially looking for this round 3 with 6 minutes on the clock. It is quite easy though for the Clowns to get points back on the board and just hammer back down on Light. They just need potentially a player to drop again might help, but I'm sure they can do it without having to have something like that happen. But Mr. Quackington doesn't get a hand on it for long enough. Fully doesn't actually grab that. He will the second time. He just slaps it out quickly. Now it goes, but into the hands of the Fresh Prince, who's on the back line picking it up. There's a clear now, going to head over, bouncing to the right. Stack from Light picks that one up. Sidebot will be able to get this clear, but the stack does not follow it up. Not a good dribble there as it goes all the way down, but no one on the side of the Clowns able to read the bounce and pick it up. And both players there thought they grabbed it and then jumped away, but neither of them actually grabbed it. You just see 2 players jumping away from the disc. However, Mr. Quackington jumping towards the disc, getting the steal. Fully, however, receiving the clear.
That's Hack Pepper up, looking for Cybot, cutting in, but a little bit too far ahead. As this one is down to the floor. Also, some possession is still about equal, though starting to favor Light as we approach the halfway mark of the second round. Shots taken heavily favoring Light now. They were tied up 8-8 in the last round, but now 18-10 in favor of Light. As that'll be a turnover there. Fresh Prince sending that one out. That's going to be a good send-in. What a bounce there. Keeps it alive. Oh, no. High Rampage. Getting stunned out there. Fresh Prince not able to get the grab there. Cybot turning that one around again. So we'll be in the hands of Plug and Player on the back line. Now for the Clown, sending it back through this near side tube. Down and in, though. Once again into the hands of Light as Cybot starts walking this one through that near side tube. Cybot up to Foley. They do not have a player. Actually, they just now got a player in behind the goal there. That's Krabby Shadow. They're stopped by that defense and the goalie. High Rampage. Gets someone sent out of the bubble, though. Bounces right back in. But there's Mr. Quackington with the rest of the clear.
What a pick!
Yeah, this game's going a bit crazy right now. Cybot now looking to make some madness. Just Fully sends it back. It's a good pass to buy him some time. And Fully's underneath the goal, but not available to make the opportunity, make the pass there as the disc goes all the way up high, bouncing off bow tie. It's going to be picked up. There's an open net. This would put them back on the board, and it does. High Rampage brings them within 3 with a shot like that. And leaving the goal open for so long, High Rampage just brings it in within 13 meters, and there it is.
There it is. Yeah, cutting that lead in half here as we approach 3.5 remaining in the second. Still just a 1-goal game now. As Light will come out on this joust advantage. Hack Pepper pass to that far side tube in the hands of Foley. Foley forwards it up and gets by the intended target. Disc is loose. Will be Fresh Prince getting there first, so stunned out. And then a good scoop there by High Rampage, so not able to get it out of the zone as Foley gets this one back. Now sending it up, that's Hack Pepper. Hack Pepper is Cybot cutting in, though hits it. The shot for the 3. And Light will retake a 6-point lead.
Yeah, quite the shocking goal there. I was not expecting to be able to send that from shoulder and set it straight into the chest of the goalie. And no possible way to save it, apparently. On the side of Clowns, Light putting on an extra 3 points, bringing them back, then sticks almost immediately after Clowns scored. But Clowns might be able to put something back on the board once again. It's a good pass over to the shield. He sends it down low, and he's got it down low. Fresh Prince puts it in for 2, and now they're within 4. It's the new scoreline, 5-9, with only 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. It is definitely doable, but they're going to have to start rolling ahead with the pace now, especially the current pace. They're not going to score at all. Yeah, 2 minutes and 12, definitely doable.
So Hack Pepper with this one, and agreed, definitely doable. Now Foley will send this one back to Hack. Hack sends it through. They have a stack there. That's Cybot with it, though. 2:17 on the clock, and Cybot resets to Foley. Foley, though, sends it in. Good read there, though. High Rampage, excuse me. The send though, off of the lip of the tube, will stay in the zone. Actually gets right back to the edge of the bubble. Hack Pepper gets that one. They have an opportunity, almost catching the Clowns in transition. Shot off the, wow. Shot off the cone on the backboard. Puts them back up by 6.
Yeah, it's a good shot there to be able to find that angle, and Pepper's done it beautifully, and that puts them up again. I mean, that is a really disheartening thing to happen. That's twice that they've been able to get shots that usually you would assume have to be saved and slowed down, but today not so much, and some really beautiful shots. Clearly got a good hand on one of the players, and now Plug and Player taking a bit too much time, but he does pick up the pace eventually, but not in the right direction, as now Bully sends in the spin shot just to confirm out.
Now an 8-point lead. That's a minimum of 3 goals required here from the Clowns. They are quickly running out of time here. Still time, but not much. As down by 8 as they come out on this Yeltsin advantage. They're going to need a quick goal here, so look for possibly a relay or just a Hail Mary. Maybe a relay. They send one out very deep. Yeah, well, I guess go split the difference there. Though they keep one very deep back there. Actually, they keep a perma goalie in. As they look towards the 3rd round now, actually, it appears. And the High Rampage, losing that one to a headbutt. Does get sent in here up to the ceiling. Collected by Cybot. Cybot turning it around, looking for that near side tube. Excuse me, that far side tube. High Rampage recovering it on the back line. Loses it, though, again to Foley. Foley turning it around, sending it. Will take a bounce there right above the goal, but out of the bubble. Collected by Krabby Shadow. Krabby hits it for the 3. That is now an 11-point lead with less than 30 seconds to go. Light have taken round 2. We will be seeing a round 3.
Yeah, round 3 game, definitely an interesting one, and I said that this was going to be a game. First round, I thought the second round was going to be just as close, but 16-5 is quite the spread on the scoreline. And honestly, Light have just been taking away this time, and maybe they're even going to get some more points on the board. And they're looking to do so, but still from the side of the Clowns are going to slow them down in that matter. 16-5. Wow. Yeah, they were really dominant that round. They had a lot of power and just kept on pushing. There was a time when I felt like the Clowns could have actually come back, because I feel like they managed to slow things down. There wasn't a goal for a long time, and then out of nowhere they just managed to get a really good 3-pointer, left the goal unattended, and that kind of brings them back into the game. But then the Clowns to just get that 3-pointer scored straight back onto them, it slows you down a lot. You've started making that progression up the hill, and the hill's just got taller. So that's a very difficult situation to be in, and 16-5 really displays that.
Indeed it does. Yeah, so round 2 in the books. We're going to be going to round 3. Lockie, I just to double check the time if you're good for this third round.
Realistically, I shouldn't really, so I will.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much, guys. I enjoyed the cap. That you guys enjoyed the next round. Quick prediction. I'll just hop in there. I reckon it's gonna be a close round 3. I'm hoping it's gonna go to overtime, but I reckon I'm gonna say Light's gonna take it. I reckon they're gonna come back on this next round. But thank you so much, everyone, for having me. As well. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of the cast, guys. Peace out.
Thank you, Lockie, for your phenomenal, your always phenomenal and professional performances here in VRML. We're getting started here in the third round. Yes, chat, you are stuck with me, myself, and I. Also, Newton Dash on the Kansas Hack Pepper. Hits it for the 2. As Lockie had some pre-arranged, what's the word? What phrase am I looking for? Pre something arranged.
Plans. He had plans.
Oh, Newton got very close, but there's a phrase I'm looking for. Anyways, he had plans. You're right. Fresh Prince handles this one. 30 seconds off the clock here in the third round. The Clowns possession here. First goal did go to Light here in the third. As Krabby Shadow will get this one collected. Turns it back around, sends it through that near side tube all the way down, and then takes that bounce. Oh my goodness, almost goes in incidentally. Will be Foley. I apologize. Foley getting that one picked off on the far side. Sidebot with it, sends it. The plug and player. Big stop in the goal is Krabby Shadow. Recollects this one. A minute off the clock now as Krabby sends it in. Does not hit the intended target. And that will be Fresh Prince sending up, and right there in the hands of Hack. Then off of a headbutt there, incidentally. Very lucky stop there by the Clowns as Fresh Prince turns that one around. Minute 10 off the clock as this one is in the near side tube. Hack Pepper, though, recovers it. He's got 1 in front, 2 behind. That stack that behind will move in quickly here as he chase that one down. Instead, will be High Rampage, a stack for the Clowns. Picking it off and sending it up there. Back in the hands of Hack Pepper for Light. It's a little back and forth right now. A little volleyballing, a little ping-ponging. A Sidebot takes a shot. It's a shot. 4-point lead to Light. And apologies for any little spots of silence like that, like this.
7, 6, 5.
That's usually where you hand it off, but instead we take a moment to and then go on back into it. As Fresh Prince sends that one across, looking for Mr. Quackington. So unable to connect, though. Quackington ultimately playing that one off a Sidebot. We'll get this one to High Rampage here, though Rampage did not see or hear Foley coming. And Foley will get that one picked off, sent out, though the stack overshoots it, and it will be the defensive stack for the Clowns. There's Sidebot. But then Mr. Quackington gets it back here. The Clowns again in possession. Looking for a clear out through that far side tube. Hit the lip of the tube, and we'll end up in the hands of Hack Pepper. Sends that one back in. Good stack to chase this one down, but it will be off of the Geo and Fresh Prince. We'll turn it around for the Clowns back towards mid. High Rampage, good recovery. High Rampage sends this one out. Will be a bounce into the bubble here, but the defensive stack from Light will get that one picked off instead. This time it's Sidebot with it. Still over 7 minutes to go here in the third. A 4-point lead to Light, 4-0 right now. As Mr. Quackington loses that one to Hack Pepper and sends it up. Hack Pepper to Krabby Shadow. Krabby Shadow sends it in for that stack moving in. Hack Pepper not able to get the grab. Mr. Quackington and his own bubble for the Clowns to send this one back around. 3 minutes off the clock. That Sidebot there at mid. Getting it again here for Light. Light sending it up. Hack Pepper Another pocket picked here. How many thieves in this game today? As High Rampage open goal sends it low. Will find its way outside on the bubble again. Cybot with it there for light, turning it back around. As Hack Pepper.
What a shot.
You know, they can't connect on five meters out, but they can't connect on 30.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So a minute and a half there, 7-point lead now to light. As just over 6 minutes to go, we're still in the third. As the Clowns once again joust advantage, Fresh Prince to Quackington. And Quackington look for the cross, is off of the Geo and finds its way almost all the way to their bubbles. It looks like, are they running a perma goalie? They basically are, it looks like. Maybe we'll check that one again, see if they are actually running a perma goalie. It's Hack Pepper turning this one around, slings it across Cybot. One in, Hack Pepper cutting. Ooh, instead Foley will take a shot, hits it for the 2. 9-point lead now to light. That one only taking 27 seconds.
Yeah, from what I've seen of Clowns, they've been running the perma goalie pretty strong for all the rounds.
7, 6, 5,
Oh, have they?
Yeah. Even one deep. Even when they had the dropout, they left one back.
Interesting. So it's in strategy generally considered basically fully debunked. The perma goalie, unless there are specific situations. High Rampage, we'll get that one for the 3. Where you really need that security back there for one reason or another. You see that from time to time. But as a general strategy, generally want to avoid it. The reason being, you never have basically you're always attacking the other team's bubble down a man. You're basically when you don't necessarily need to, you're keeping your 4th player out of the play and you're leaving yourself at a disadvantage on offense. And then of course, so you're not only are you disadvantaged on offense, they are not disadvantaged on offense because they're still playing their 4v4. So it's generally speaking, not a strategy you want to be running with as an overall. As plug and play, we'll look to send that one out. Mr. Quackington ultimately getting that one cleared. You can play a very passive backline. If you look at old school like YouTube.com, for a while was xxxxxxx.com. But shot there off the post. Was well known for that cruising. Another one, the cruising will pinch up quite a bit, very aggressively on the back line. But watch for those, that kind of old school, kind of your classic back line. Oh, shot there off the wide there. Think of like basketball defenders. That's Quackington that sends that one in the hands of Foley, turning that one around. 4 minutes to go here in the third. And Light still maintaining this lead, although maybe another opportunity here for them as Cybot sends it. Ooh, hits the post and High Rampage. We'll get that one picked off. Turning this one around, but that one will stay in the zone here as Foley gets it back now. Less than 4 minutes to go. Hack Pepper. Ooh, another shot there. Fresh Prince stops it to Cybot. Will complete that one for the 2, and they are now up by 8.
Yeah, that time you saw the Clowns pull all 4 players forward, and they ultimately got burned for it because they didn't get back in time to set up the defense, and that second attempt made it through. So you could beg to differ on their strategy, but it does kind of work sometimes.
Well, there's also because if you're not used to, that's kind of the importance of getting your not just the speed of your stacks, but the quickness of your stacks. That being getting your stacks together quickly. That's why if you watch any top teams in either side at this point, either side of the lake, the ocean, whether it's in Europe or North America, you'll find stacks have become very regular in that transition game. As Foley will get that one in. You watch a team like, they broke up. It would have been a bomb, but there's a lot of teams at the top in North America that you'll see when those transitions happen. They're very, very quick to get their stacks together and get boosting back to defense because they're leaving that bubble so vulnerable and not having a front goalie. But that's kind of the standard of the game at this point. As a slap up here will be off the Geo though. But of course, if you're used to playing perma goalie, you're going to be better at perma goalie than any other strategy, particularly if you haven't practiced those other strategies too much. There's Quackington. That was on its way in. I thought it was going in. Excuse me. Just over 2 minutes to go here. Cybot will send that one out. And it does take that bounce there down to the floor. Right to the edge of the bubble. Good stacks, though. So that's Foley with it. I don't know why I keep thinking Foley is Cybot when they're on that far side there. But perpetual through this whole game here. It's Krabby Shadow looking for a ceiling shot, but they're in the hands of Fresh Prince on the back line. Turning this one around, a minute 50 on the clock. Cybot with it now. Cybot looks for a long heave.
Got it.
Hits it. 13-point lead to Light. About a minute and a half to go in the game.
Yeah, not a lot of time left for the Clowns to kind of to answer the call. They got to really step it up really fast to get in this thing.
Yeah, we'll need to step it up quickly here as we count down to the shouts here. 125. That ooh, and you know it's interesting. Their receivers are coming out a lot quicker than their quarterbacks. The quarterback, and I can understand. I can see the train of thought that gets you there. But probably if your receivers are coming out that quick, that means your quarterback can come out that quick as well. And you might think, well, they're pulling off the second guy, and it gives them a little bit extra speed. But still, this regrabbing is instantaneous, basically. You know what I mean? And it's all additive. So by the time you get on the tube, you're going exceptionally fast, as long as you're quick enough with it. It's 48 seconds on the clock. It looks we are probably out of mathematical time at this point. As Light. Certainly getting a victory here. So only time for 2 more goals. It's Foley will get that one in for a 2, putting the team up by 15 points.
12, 11, 10.
Yeah, it looks like they set themselves up for the reverse sweep. Light really coming alive in this third round. You know, the first 2 were really close, honestly, and it's kind of surprising to see how much this thing turned around. I think Lockie did call it though before he left.
Yeah, he did. You're right, he did. Oh my goodness. Although it's back to mid there. Cybot with it. Cybot stunned out. Foley with it here. Foley long shot goes wide. We have 8 seconds to go here in the game. With Cybot scoops it. High Rampage not able to get there, but looks like not going to be enough time for any more goals here. So there you go. 18-3 in the third round in favor of Light over the Clowns. I think my pen is leaking. That's turning. Anyways, so there you go. Light will take it in 3 after the Clowns took round 1, but only barely. Phenomenal game from these teams here. Also great games on the evening. But with that satisfies our Horizon Worlds showcase here. So once again, to all of those of you, all of those in Horizon Worlds, whatever the grammatical phrase is. Thank you for watching. We are live. It is 3:09 p.m. here on the East Coast of the U.S. I'm in Pittsburgh. If you're watching from the U.K., of course, it's, I believe, 8 o'clock there, 8:09. British Standard Time, BST. Best time, you might say. I wouldn't. You might. But yeah, so thank you for joining us. If you have not checked out Echo Arena, it's free on the Oculus Game Store, so check that out right now if you haven't. Seriously, if you have a few minutes, go check it out. It's one of the best experiences you'll find in VR, if not the best experience. Also one of the most immersive at that. But yeah, also look out for Fall Fest starting in October. First weekend of October 15th, 16th is the Pavlov finals qualifiers. That'll kick off Fall Fest, so to speak, and then a lot of stuff to follow that over those 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 5. With that, I've been Muncie and you had Lockie 11 earlier on. He had a bail for a pre-something arrangement, a pre Newton Dash on the cameras, who's getting annoyed with my thing there. We're going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. We will see you whenever the next one may be.
Hey, credits rolling.
And we're underway.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.